Hello and welcome to this Introduction to Cantonese with me, George Lawson. Meet me, your teacher. My name is George. I've been an ESL teacher for 5 years in various different places. I started for a little bit of teaching in Thailand, and then I taught for a little while as a language assistant in France. And then I taught in mainland China for about 2 years in Shenzhen, and I've been teaching in Hong Kong for just over 2 years now. So even though I've only really mainly been teaching English as a foreign language, I do know a little bit of Cantonese because I've been living here in Hong Kong for just over 2 years now, and also I know some other languages as well. So what is Cantonese? Well, Cantonese is a language spoken in Hong Kong, southern China, and also in various Cantonese speaking communities around the world. Cantonese uses traditional Chinese characters. Now these are different from simplified characters, which are mainly used in mainland China. The way you can tell the difference between traditional and simplified characters is that traditional characters are often more complex and they have a lot more detail. So, for example, for the word love, ngoi, you have the traditional character here, which is more complex here, and then you have the simplified character here. And as you can see, the main difference really is that the traditional character includes the heart radical in the middle, whereas the simplified character does not have the heart radical. A radical, by the way, is a part of the character. Yutping. Yutping is a romanization system for Cantonese, which was developed by the Linguistic Society of Hong Kong in 1993. Yutping allows learners familiar with the Roman alphabet, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc., to learn Cantonese. So this is a relief because it means that you don't have to learn from the Chinese characters directly. You actually have this really nice system you can use to learn Cantonese through. Now, Yutping appears as individual words, and each word includes the tone number in order to help you pronounce the word properly. For example, for the English word tomato, the Yutping is as follows: fan ke. Now, as you can see, you have the tone 1 for the first word, fan, and then tone 2 for the second word, ke. And as you can see, it's spelt using the Roman alphabet, F-A-A-N for the first word and K-E for the second word. And of course, the actual Cantonese traditional Chinese characters are here as follows. And as you can see, Yutping therefore makes it a lot more easy to actually learn Cantonese than if you were just seeing the characters. It's really helpful to use Yutping in order to learn Cantonese. So, Cantonese tones. There are 6 main tones in Cantonese. We're going to go through them one by one using an example word. Tone number 1 is the high level tone, which stays at a high level. And the example word we have here is si, which means poem in English, and you have the Chinese character here. Tone number 2 is the high rising tone. So here it rises to the top from a slightly lower level. So here's the example word, see. Yep, and the English here is history, and then you have the Chinese character right there. Tone number 3, the mid-level tone. Example, see. The English is to test, and then you have the Chinese character example here. Tone number 4 is the low falling tone. Now I'd like you to try to remember this as if you were sighing. So you're just lightly sighing and going down here. So here's how it should sound. See. And the English translation here is time, with the character here. Tone number 5 is the low rising tone. So the low rising tone here starts at the lowest possible point and then rises upwards. So here it goes like this. See. And the English word is city. And then we have tone number 6. So this is the low level tone. And the word here is see. And the translation is matter or thing. And here's the Chinese character here. Notice as well with tone number 6 that the low level tone, it just stays at one level like that. Okay. So let's go through them all together so you can get a sense of the 6 different tones here. So we'll start from 1 go all the way down to 6. Okay, so here we go. See, 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 see. Okay, I'd like you guys to keep practicing this again and again and again. Remember to rewind to this point in the video and then keep practicing these tones again and again and again. Alright, so some self-introduction phrases. Let's get started with some examples. We have hello, nei hou. Here's the Chinese characters. Here they are. Good morning. 早晨. Here are the characters. Good night. 早唞. Here are the characters. What's your name? 你叫咩名? Here are the characters. My name is George. 我叫 George. Here are the characters. Now what I would like you guys to do again is rewind to the beginning of the self-introduction phrases and practice these again and again and again to improve your Cantonese here. Okay, and that concludes today's short lesson on this introduction to Cantonese. Let's review the lesson. So in today's lesson we introduced you to Cantonese, and I'm going to test you. Where is Cantonese spoken? Does it use traditional or simplified Chinese? Yutping. What is Yutping? How can we use Yutping? Cantonese tones. How many tones are there? Say, see in the 6 different tones. And we looked at some self-introduction phrases. In Cantonese, how do you say hello, good morning, good night, what's your name? My name is. Thank you for watching today's lesson. I'll see you in the next one.